Coach Barrett.
What's up?
Nothing much, man. You know, just doing podcasts with my good friend Barrett.
Tough one today, huh?
Tough workout today, but let's talk about what we were just talking about first, and then we'll get into it. Okay?
When we cut off caffeine consumption.
Yeah, when do you cut off caffeine consumption?
Well, it's 3:38 right now, so not
If this was
before
a phone,
3:38.
if this was a phone call, I would hang up on you if you do that again.
That's
I
for
normally,
our ASMR fans out there. Slurping coffee. That's
dude,
one of our playlists.
that's a big thing.
Hey, whatever gets the views.
Honestly, yeah, do it again. Give us a couple more just so we can see what happens here.
I'll bring my dead toenail on camera if I need to get the views up.
We'll just make your toenail the thumbnail for the video on YouTube this week.
There you go. That's a good dad joke.
I normally cut mine off at 3:30, but I make exceptions. Like yesterday, I had a latte at 5 because I just got my hair cut. You can compliment my haircut. I look good.
You're feeling good, aren't you? I complimented it today.
Yeah. I felt good about it, and I was just kind of riding a high, so I took it right to the coffee shop and got a little latte for dessert. Haircut and a latte kind of set the tone for the rest of my
Strong.
day. Yeah.
Mine's usually 2. That's the goal.
Seems too early.
Because the half-life is 6 to 8 hours. So my thought, if it's 8 hours, I'm usually trying to go to sleep by 10.
Yeah. No, I get it.
So noon, can't do it.
No, it's got to be later than that.
I really enjoy, I was telling you before we started, this isn't like cold. Chilled, not cold. I like it where there's a little bit of ice on top. So when I have that going on, that makes me very happy in the afternoon and kind of jumpstarts me back. I usually have some type of break in the middle of the day, whether it's a meeting or even just walking Revy, and then I'll come back in, have my iced coffee, and it kind of kicks off like the second part of my day.
Yeah. I don't put sugar or anything in my coffee in the morning, so when I get a latte in the afternoon, if I get one, I give myself a little treat. That's kind of when I do.
So today's sponsor, we'll talk about them right now. Prairie House, Oakland, Florida.
Hey, if you've ever been to Oakland, Florida, and you don't know where that is, or you don't know where that is,
probably driven through it.
It's Winter Garden, essentially.
It.
But Prairie House, what a special place, huh?
I got nothing but good things. If we're being like super nitpicky, sometimes it takes a little bit longer than you want, but it's because they're hand making everything.
Yeah, they got 2 people working back there.
Yeah, you're going in there to get an egg sandwich, and like the guy's not pulling it off a conveyor belt or like a heat pad and from under a heat lamp. Like they're making it. So I think that I'm not doing the dessert thing this year. If I go in there and I get a latte with I just say half the honey that you normally use.
Crazy. That place is...
I'm just speechless. Like, it's so good.
Yeah. The avocado toast, the latte. They have like a latte with like salt.
Yeah, I think that's one of their specials. What was that one called?
I don't know, but that thing is fire. And then the breakfast sandwich that they have, it's like their version of like a McMuffin, kind of the way the bread is.
Yeah, it's the best way to describe it. It's just extremely insulting to them.
For sure.
Because
it's the only way to describe it.
The bread's not sourdough, but it's got like 4 ingredients.
Yeah, and it's not like an English muffin either. It's like, I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. But it's shout out Prairie House. Fire.
Yeah, and their eggs are from like Ocala, and their bacon's from Ocoee. So everything's local.
Yeah, it's fire. So if you pay attention to this podcast and you've ever been in Winter Garden or Oakland, please go to Prairie House. Thank you, Prairie House, for sponsoring our podcast.
Thank you for our free lattes.
Yeah.
that you give us for sponsoring.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in there after this is released, and I'm just gonna set this down on the counter and be like,
well, big time.
Your move.
Yeah, your lifetime supply. Here we go.
One a week.
We get one free latte. One free latte per 100 views. So you can have the one free latte for lucky.
I was gonna say, is that per person? I think it should be per person.
Okay, that's fair. Right now on episode 10, we would officially have one free latte a piece. So
I love that. We're monetizing our podcast, baby. We're like top 1%.
But let's talk about the workout today.
Hey, if you go, but for our thousands of listeners, millions maybe, if you go to Prairie House, mention us.
Yeah, just say Barrett Stover and Shane Green sent you. Yeah, they'll know who you're talking about.
Yeah. For sure. They might spit in your coffee, but they'll know who you're talking about.
Like, what? Sir, are you sober? Talk about the workout today, man. I know you want to. It was a tough one.
Yeah. Yeah, I was in a dark place. We'll go. I need to like put something together and go like an in-depth dive on the 1x20 workouts, 1x22 for us, because we've had some cool results from it. If nothing else, we have had we've seen physical benefits. Like it's interesting tracking the vertical jumps and the body weights where there's a plunge at the beginning, and then as we get going with it, it starts creeping back up. So it definitely takes some adjusting to. But premise is that you have one set of 20 reps of each exercise. And there ends up being, I think we have 19 or 20 exercises in there. Takes you about 30 minutes, do 30 seconds between each set. And you're supposed to be able to do week 1, you're supposed to be able to do 3 to 4 reps more than the 20. So we use whatever weight you think you do, 23 reps. So for us, 25 reps. And then as you get going, like your last week, which is the 3rd week, you're supposed to do something where you have maybe 1 rep left in the tank. If you've ever worked out at all and you know that you're doing something where you have 1 to 2 reps left in the tank, and then you have a 30-second break and you have to do something else taxing, not easy. So, and then you're doing that, repeating that 18 more times. So definitely a mental component to it. And that's probably where I've changed some of my views on training, where I think the mental benefit from the 1x20s outweigh any of the physical benefits. And we've been tracking the physical benefits and seeing positive physical benefits from it. Again, like some verticals have gone up, some proteus numbers have even gone up, even though there is rotation in there, but it's not like specific to, a straight arm trunk rotation. So it's been really interesting to see, and I like them a lot. And we had our minor league guys do it last year as they're coming off coming off in season and beginning their off season. It's been like the first thing we started them with. It's used it kind of like a GPP, a general physical preparedness block, for 5 weeks, and then get into their actual program after that. And the guys loved it last year. And it's a fun competition. You get to see how much weight you use overall, how fast you can do it. And so again, benefits from that physically, maybe as much from, I did 20,000 pounds today. Let me do 20,500 pounds tomorrow or the next time I do it. Or Shane did this amount of weight. Let me try to beat him next time I do it. Or Shane did this time. You did what, a minute and a half faster than me today?
Yeah, but on some of the exercises, you're doing a little bit more
and I did
weight.
more
So
weight.
it's like,
Yeah. Can I do the same weight as fast as you did? Can you do the same weight as fast as you did?
right.
And then go back and forth there, and you're just pushing yourself. So the physical gains, anytime you're pushing yourself, it's going to be extremely beneficial. And today, personally, was the closest I've been to like feeling kind of that tunnel vision coming on, where you start losing your peripheral a little bit. I can never say that word right. Peripheral. Yeah, peripheral. And then also went from that to like kind of feeling like I might throw up. And the only time I've ever thrown up from a workout is when I ate pancakes and then did bear crawls like 9 minutes later. And so it just kind of like gravity kind of took over. So I was in it today.
Touch on the throw up from workout part thing. I've never thrown up in a workout, but I've been really close twice. One of them was in high school. The other time was like probably 10 years ago. I was doing these incline treadmill sprints, and it just kind of got out of hand quickly. But talking about today's workout, I think that potentially some of the physical increases that you're seeing, this is
Keep talking.
I'm no scientist, okay? I'm no scientist and I'm no doctor, but I do know that the mental state that I was in doing the workout today is different than doing most of the other workouts that we're doing in there with like, where it's like you're doing more max weight or max reps, but your rest time is giving you enough time to like recover and then do it again. The state that my brain is in during this specific workout, it taps into like a different place, which when I was trying to explain it to you today, it's like if the more that I get into that place, the better I am on the field when I had the opportunity to put on a baseball jersey. But also like I would imagine for like if you're maxing out a squat or maxing out a bench or maxing out whatever velo, throwing a weighted ball, like if you're in that mindset rather than the other one, it's going to be better. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say? Like, so
it's a little bit of a Shane thing, but yeah.
So like if I'm not in that state of mind when I do my vertical, it's not going to be as high. But if I can get into that mindset prior to the vertical, then my vertical is probably going to be higher. So the more times that I get into that mindset, the better I am at getting into that mindset. And now I can get into that mindset when I'm doing these other things. And so that's going to lead to better results.
It's kind of like the willpower, right? Like
Yes, exactly.
Huberman's talked about it. Chris Williamson's talked about it from his discussion with Huberman. Like willpower is actually a muscle in your brain. It's a section of your brain where you can train it. And so the more that you demonstrate discipline, the more disciplined you become and the more willpower you have. So yeah, I definitely would think that would transfer over to other areas that probably haven't studied yet, which would include, it's pretty similar, right? You're doing something really, really hard, pushing yourself really, really hard. And if you do that over and over again, you figure out how to get the mindset quicker. It's practice, right? It's no different than like if you write 5 books, your 6 books going to be a lot easier to write than if I sit down and try to write a book right now.
No doubt.
Sorry to keep you awake. You do need that latte.
Dude, I told you I need that latte, but you're telling me it's too late. But I'm probably gonna have to go get one after this little pod.
Did you have anything else specific about the 1x20s right now? Because I was going to move over to talk about another piece of our workout.
Other than we did 1x22, so don't sell us short. No, looking forward to Friday to do it again. I really like that workout.
Yeah, I knew you would. The other part I like about it is, again, man, we talked about the zone 2 cardio thing. We did it yesterday. We didn't do it perfectly because we ended up having a little chat on our walk, and my zone 2 cardio is bumped up, so I was not in there as much as I want. It was zone 1 and some zone 2. Anyways, weighted vest walk, 81% recovered today. HRV was like 10%, 20% higher today. 112. I'm usually like 9.
I didn't wear my watch sleeping last night. I didn't even think about it, unfortunately.
But you're not serious about recovery, so.
Well, you once told me on this podcast that I should ignore those numbers, so I stopped paying attention to it.
Because you're mentally weak.
No, honestly, man, sometimes I get dumbed up about the Bluetooth being on my body all the time.
Yeah, so I should turn mine on airplane mode at night
and
then reconnect in the morning.
Does it still get the data?
Yeah, you can wear it for like, I don't want to be like, I'm going to throw something out there. I don't know how accurate it is. You can wear it for like 3 to 7 days. And then it'll save the data on the actual Whoop band, and then you can upload it.
I have no way.
Okay, well, 24 hours, like whatever. Like there's a long period of time.
No, but it saves it on the Whoop band.
So when you upload it, it'll then go to the app.
Interesting. I assumed it went to like some kind of cloud.
Well, same thing.
No, because if it's going to a cloud, then it's connected to something. It's not just storing it to the device.
It would store it on the device until you upload it. Okay. You can disconnect it from your phone.
Yeah. Right. Well, I can go on a run without my phone and my watch will do everything. And then I can see the data on my phone.
Yep.
But still the watch is sending it somewhere. No?
I'm 99% sure you can turn everything off. So it'll just collect on the actual device.
Interesting. I don't know.
I need to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. No idea. Neither one of us are scientists here. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Thank you. We need that legal disclaimer. We just need it for a legal disclaimer because no one's been like, those 2 guys are scientists or doctors.
Yeah. They based off of the conversations we have, they would assume that one of us is probably a scientist or a doctor because we know everything.
Yeah, between us.
Yeah. I feel like you have a specific topic you want to talk about today, so why don't you just say it?
Am I forgetting something?
No.
We haven't talked about Forrest Frank yet.
I see. I knew it. I knew you had something.
Yeah, we forgot last time.
Talk about it. You want me to talk about it?
I think we should both talk about it. That's why we're here.
All right,
I talked a lot already, so you talk next.
Thanks. Well, first off, I really like his music. It's great music.
When did you start listening to him?
Well, he used to be a part of like a group, right?
I actually don't know.
Yeah, I'm almost positive.
Let's get research on that.
Yeah, Google it while I'm talking. I'm pretty sure he was a part of like it was like him and another guy, and they had a name for what they were, and they made similar music, but it was less like specifically about God, but it was very uplifting still. I'm almost positive. So I was listening to his music then, and then he became Forrest Frank and he was just doing it on his own and it was more specifically about God. But it feels like he has kind of reamped or started the movement of like hip hop that is based on God and faith and religion.
He was one half of the music duo Surfaces.
There it is. See, I knew it. So maybe I am a scientist. I know everything.
Yes, he is fully Christian music now and a solo artist.
Does it say on there how long Surfaces was making music together? I know they made a couple bangers, but
Independent album was released in 2017, and their most recent album was released in 2024.
oh, so they've been separated for a short amount of time and he's blown up.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I follow him on Instagram and then I seen the deal where he broke his back,
Mm-hmm.
which obviously I can't even imagine. Well, first of all, he went down pretty hard on that skateboard. Don't get me wrong, but I wasn't expecting that to break your back.
Same. Yeah. He had the ring video of him falling, and I was
Yeah.
to hear the fractured spine. It must have been the way that he hit, like maybe the corner of it or something.
Yeah. It was one of those things where the fall looked like I don't want to do that fall, but it also looked like that's not going to break your back.
But he had the X-rays to prove that he had a broken back.
Yeah. But then his back was broken, and then I also saw the clips of him like in pain, obviously, like trying to do, I don't know if he was necessarily doing his rehab or what it was, but that one clip where he's trying to like get out of bed basically. And clearly he's like in tears dealing with that. And so that was actually when I seen that, and then it was when I was in Vancouver, so I wasn't like on my phone as much, I guess. So I kind of like lost track of the situation. And then the next clip I saw was him on stage, like jumping up and down. And I'm like, I just assumed that it was like an old clip. And then I started seeing some other stuff about it. And then when I came into RSP, you brought it up. And that was when I really noticed or realized like what had gone on. But I think it was, you might know the exact facts, but it was like 12 days, 13 days. He was walking.
Yeah, he performed, I think, 21 days after he broke his back.
Yeah, but that one clip, it was like day 12. He woke up, wasn't thinking, just got out of bed, was walking around, like picked up his daughter or something, and then was like, oh shit, I forgot to put my back brace on. And he was like, wait a second. This feels pretty good. And then went and got an x-ray right away, and then it said he was just good.
Yeah, so the crazy part about that too is he was like, well, I'm laid up in bed, like I might as well make some music. So he made one song called God's Got My Back, kind of obviously like a play on his back being healed, banger. And then some guys these guys are like the lead worship guys at a high school summer camp. And they made a video, they called The Figs, and just said, hey, this is what we think, like, they had some like series they did where this is what a song from name an artist sounds like. And so they did one on Forrest Frank, like a week or two before he broke his back. Guy's on his phone all day. Someone sends it to him. He hears it and is like, this is sick. So he gets in touch with the guys. They finish the song and it's #1 on the iTunes overall chart right now. Not Christian music. Not Christian music. Overall.
Yeah.
So, it's a perfect example. Like the easiest connection to make there is like the guy breaks his back. He has one tour date. Probably like, dude, as soon as he goes down, it's probably like, there's no way I can do the performance. Obviously, anyone in that situation has a lot of negative thoughts flowing in when you can't even sit up in bed. Like you're not paralyzed, but I'm sure any type of movement is extremely painful. Like I've had back spasms before, and it's like I can't put my sock on. So I can't imagine what like a broken vertebrae would feel like. And then it goes into this whole thing where he's just like, well, he said he talked to, I think, his pastor and someone else about doing more just kind of like recording his journey. So he bought all the stuff that he needed to document whatever he was going to do. Just had his wife bring all the stuff up to his room and started documenting, like making the songs and going back and forth with people, whatever else. And out of that came the #1 song on the iTunes chart.
Yeah, and the song itself is like, it speaks to a lot of people, obviously, because of what the song, like, what's the title? The title is Lemonade. The title is Lemonade, but when life gives you lemons, my God makes lemonade, like, that kind of speaks to anyone and everyone that's ever been through something or is that is going through something that, they don't see the good in it yet, so it makes sense.
It's definitely a microcosm, but if you play that out over any time of your life, it's the perfect example to look at and be like, I thought this was going to be terrible. Fast forward 2 years, and holy crap, I'm glad that happened to me, because it
Yeah.
by far changed the trajectory of where I was going and what happened. And I'm sure you and I could sit here and rattle off a few things like that in our life, from events in sports to friendships, or just the crazy stuff that happens.
No
So
doubt.
again, like, to see that over play out like on social media over a 14 to 21 day period was awesome. And then again, like, if you don't believe in miracles, you can go watch his Instagram reels from when he broke his back until now. It's pretty convincing to me what
No,
went on there. But
if you have no idea what we're talking about, what you need to do is go to Forrest Frank's Instagram and watch the reels, because it's insane, honestly. And anybody that's ever been injured, any kind of injury, if you ever rolled your ankle, 12 days is extremely fast.
yeah, back to my back spasms in high school, I think that it was probably over 2 weeks before I could do something like fairly active again.
I mean, a mosquito bite hurts for 5 days, So crazy. Yeah, if you have no idea what we're talking about, go to Forrest Frank's Instagram and just watch it, and then listen to the song. Great song.
Yeah. The dudes that started it too, the Figs, are funny. Like, if you watch their stuff, like, they're just not, like, just funny individuals. They did a thing
Yeah.
where we need to start once we get our production value up a little bit, we'll watch a few reels together and dissect them.
Yeah,
We're not there
we'll
yet.
we'll like edit them on to the
Yeah.
show here.
Yeah, they did one. They were like, we're gonna, because of how well the songs go on, we're gonna drink a glass of lemonade for every time we say lemonade in the song. And so they're, like thunder, like a drinking game, like Thunderstruck, but just with lemonade. And the guy gets like six lemonades deep and throws up. So it's just stupid stuff like that. Yeah. So
That's actually pretty good. I need to see that.
yeah, they're funny individuals.
That's funny.
And like, they had some music out and stuff and had 100,000 views on Spotify, but imagine how their life's changed.
Dude, should we ask Forrest Frank if he'll do a song with us?
I'd be happy if you just came on the pod. I don't know
That
what we're
would,
bringing to the table. I made the comment earlier today that I was your favorite rapper, and you shot that down pretty hard.
well, it's hard for me to believe that Lil Wayne is listening to your freestyles. But I mean,
We don't know that he's not.
maybe so. Nah, talking to Forrest would be sick. Dope.
Talking to the other guys would be dope. Hear the roller coaster ride they've been on.
I guess talking to really anybody other than you would be better.
Huge upgrade. We might get like 2 free lattes if we get someone on here one day.
It's pretty funny, man. I'm funny today. I have something that I want to talk about.
Let's talk about it.
It's similar to what we talked about either last pod or the pod before, when I was getting after it on the bad drivers. But yesterday, I'm at Sprouts, and in the parking lot at Sprouts, it's like each row is one way. If you're driving this direction, you like pull in.
A lot of Florida parking lots are like that, right?
Yeah, and then the other way, when you're driving that direction, like you pull it, you just kind of like veer in, if that makes sense.
It's a one-way
So
street.
it's clearly a one way because of how the parking spots are
Angled.
designed in the parking lot and how they're angled. Okay. So I'm going to Sprouts, and my Sprouts is located in the same parking lot as my local gym.
Tough.
This wasn't yesterday, this was Sunday. But regardless, always when I leave my gym, I go to Sprouts and grab a couple things. So I just drive to the other side of the parking lot and I park. Well, I always, to creature of habit, I park in the same row every time I ever go to the gym. And then when I get out of the gym, I back out of my spot and I drive down the row and I park right there. And if there's nothing
Is
there,
this far enough away to get in your car and drive?
it's probably, I mean, it's a big parking lot. It's probably 100 yards. I could definitely walk it, but I don't. I'll step it off for you and I'll tell you how far it is, but I don't walk it. I drive it. But every once in a while, if there's not a spot, I have to go all the way through and like U-turn and start coming back the other way. Well, on my way through this time, there's a car coming right at me. And this person is clearly going the wrong direction and also is right in the middle. So we're like having a standoff. And because I get frustrated about these little things while driving every once in a while, I'm not getting over. I need to make sure that this person knows
They're wrong.
that they're going the wrong direction. It's a very it's a very simple concept. So I just hang tight, and then they finally kind of figure it out, and they hit reverse and like get out of my way so I can go by them. And then I make my little U-turn to
Did you
start
feel
coming
good about
back.
that?
I did. I felt really good. I hit my little U-turn to come back the other
Are they
direction.
going the wrong way in the same one?
They are going the wrong way in that one now, okay? And where I'm parking, there's 2 spots available. I park into the first one, and I put my car in park, and as I'm trying to get out, they're now behind me and they're trying to back in to the spot next to me.
Because
And
you
it's
can't
clear.
you can't pull in front ways from the
No,
angle.
because they're going the wrong way.
Yeah.
And now it's like they don't want me to get out of the car because they're trying to park there.
So you got to fight in a parking lot.
We're having another standoff is what we're doing. So they're like waiting for me to get out of the way so they can finish parking. But I'm, again, making sure that they understand that this is not how you're supposed to park. So I'm getting stuff out of my back seat, but I'm not getting anything out of my back seat. I'm just taking my time, you know? But immediately when I walked away from that scenario, I thought to myself, I need to talk about this. The world, all 28 people that listen to the podcast, they need to hear that this is not okay.
It's interesting because we're both contrarians. We talked about this on our walk yesterday, where if you tell us to do something, we're going to do the opposite.
Wait, what did you just call me?
Contrarian.
Contrarian.
Yeah.
So that's a real
If
word.
you were a doctor, you would know this.
Never. Go ahead.
So if you're like, hey, you really need to do this, you're probably like, no, I'm going to do the opposite. But when it comes to simple social constructs, like there's no winning by doing the opposite thing.
Are you telling me that I did a bad thing?
No. You're not even smart enough to keep up with where I'm going with this.
I'm so.
This is why we need guests. I need someone that's on my level.
Dude, you lost me after contrabulates, whatever you just called me.
You're domed up from one word that has more than 2 syllables.
You called me a contrarian?
It's a compliment.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Try to finish it. I'm domed up right now, so just keep going.
So what I'm saying is that normally a contrarian would do the opposite of what they're told to do or think the opposite. But when it comes to normal social constructs, like just following the flow of traffic, it doesn't make sense to not obey it. Like you're messing everything up by not obeying it. So I don't know why these people do stuff like this. You know, like, again, if you look at the way the cars are parked, you know you can't park in that that row if you're going that direction. So at what point you're not like, hey man, like I need to reset, and you either park like further away or you you skip a line and go back down the other one.
I truly believe that person yesterday has no idea that that's how the parking spots were made for a reason. Like, I think that they were just kind of like, oh, if you're driving this way, you have to back in. You know, like they don't understand the flow of the parking lot. Like,
well, it's like you're trying to bait me into some type of like driving stereotype right now. So I don't like. Are you trying to do that? You trying to get me to say something that's a little?
Are you gonna get a little sexist?
Questionable.
Are you gonna ask me who was driving the car?
No, I'm steering clear, pun intended, of that. I heard a really funny story about John Rocker about that the other day. So
John Rocker?
Yeah.
What a name drop, dude. Yeah. Go for it.
It was just some guy was talking about how he followed him around for a day for a story he was doing with him or something. They're like riding to the field and someone was driving slow in the left lane. He's like, oh, I can't believe this Asian woman in front of me or something. And the guy's like, what? Just like ripping it off. And then they pass the guy and it's a white dude. He said Rocker wasn't like, oh, my bad or anything. They just kept going like nothing happened.
No, that's not good. That is not good. He was electric pitcher, but he was not very good with his words, I don't think.
No. So what was your overall point of the story?
Just that I needed to get that off my chest. Moving on, have you seen the new Kill Tony with Shane Gillis on it? You should watch it. Because, I mean, it's Shane's world right now. Like, everything he says is funny right now. So anytime he's on Kill Tony, it's a must watch. But one of the most impressive things that I noticed is this guy drinks a beer. Every comedian that comes out and does their thing, he finishes a beer. Because every time the comedian leaves, the stage, Heidi comes out and gives him a new beer every time for an
So
hour.
you're impressed by large amounts of alcohol consumption. That's cool to you.
Well, I didn't. Did I say it was cool?
You hinted that
You're making you're
you're
you're making
impressed
this
by it.
something that's I was extremely impressed, but I was impressed because it's insane the amount and the speed in which he was consuming this. And I'm just curious, is anybody else noticing that? Heidi obviously knew because she's coming out after each one. It was like she knows she's got to come out, but special.
Good story, man.
Just watch it, so you'll laugh.
On a similar note, I went to my first comedy show this weekend.
Who did you see? Not Shane. He was doing Kill Tony.
Nope, didn't see Shane Gillis. Nate Bargatze. I think I've showed him to you one time here. Is everything's clean. Does a lot of like middle-aged dad jokes. So kind of
Perfect for you.
where I'm headed in life. And it was the first time, like I've been to like an improv studio, like little thing where it's like a small type deal and someone might stand up and do something or there's a little bit of a show, but I've never been to like a full stand up. And this was at the Kia Center downtown Orlando where the Magic play, like a 17,000 seat arena. And the place was sold out. He did 2 shows here. It was awesome. I enjoyed every bit of the experience. He's hilarious. Like
Well, there's nothing like a good belly laugh.
the way that he can turn like a seemingly simple situation into something that you're like really laughing hard at is pretty amazing. So yeah, it was Lindsay and I went and we had a great date night. I do think that in my next life, I want to be the guy that's like the host because he
For the
comes
comedy
out.
show?
Yeah. I don't want to be the main guy. This hour
No.
straight, like that's
Too
a
much
lot.
pressure. Too much pressure. You're not good under pressure anyways.
Debatable. Hour straight, he really, really killed it. Like funny the whole time. But the MC guy gets to come out. He gets to make fun of a few people. He gets to drop a few jokes. You know, they're like local. He's talking about how terrible Florida is in August and the thunderstorm and everything. Makes fun of people in the front row. And then just throws these little kind of like jabs here and there and does a few jokes and then brings the next person up. So you don't ever get sick of them. You know, it's like
Yeah.
all like A+ material and it's short bursts. So you're never like, I don't follow this guy. I'm kind of sick of it. So I think it's my dream job in my next life.
Well, you better get
And I'm
way
really
funnier.
funny, so
Yeah, you better get way funnier. You're gonna need me to write your jokes for you. I can do that.
I do. I'm putting this out there so someone holds me to it. I want to try, like, if there's an open mic night and there's like a 2-minute slot, I'd like to
You
try
want
it.
to get on stage?
Yeah.
Barrett,
I'm not saying I would do well. I'm saying I want to force myself to do it.
I would love, and when I say love, I mean I would love to be there for that. We'll find it. I'll find.
One of my running jokes with Lindsay is like, oh, I'm going to put this in my stand-up special. Or like, oh, I'm going to put this in my movie.
Do you have anything written down? Do you have a big joke book? Oh, it's all up top, huh?
Yeah, buddy.
Your joke bank is just right there.
Yeah. Kind of like your no context list.
Well, I'm gonna make that happen. We're gonna find for my birthday. That's what I want for my birthday this year. We're gonna go to an improv and they're gonna put you up there. So you better start writing. You better start writing it down and practicing.
I think I'll just start ripping people.
That you'd be okay at.
And I say that sarcastically because I can't think of anything worse than like ripping people, but it's not funny.
Yeah.
Like that would be a bad, like I'm fine if I stand up there and I bomb with the jokes that I come up with, but if you're insulting someone and
Yeah.
no one's laughing,
It's not good.
that's a bad situation.
Yeah, that's just a fight. I think that's called a fight.
It's called you're getting punched.
Yeah. That's good. We're gonna make that happen. I can't wait for that. You ready for no context?
Yeah, let me get my list. I thought of a good
Get
one the other
your
day. I
list.
didn't write it down. It's bad.
So my no context question for you, I'm gonna give context to before I ask it.
Because you never do the segment right.
That's fine, but I think it's a good question for you to answer. What do you think is more important for an athlete, running sprints or running long distance?
Sprints.
Do you want me to add some more context?
I would prefer if you don't. I don't know if I'm going to stop you or not. I
I-
need to mark
I
out
really-
the questions that I've already asked you.
I really want to add more context. So does it matter which kind of athlete? No. So no matter what the sport, sprints is better.
Are you ready for your question?
I can't wait.
The only context I have with this, I believe it's the last question on my list, so I got to do some work. Favorite U.S. city?
To visit or to live in?
See, now we got context. Like, why can't you just play the game? If you do this every week intentionally to piss me off, you're killing it.
No, like I can't answer that question without knowing which, because it's two different answers.
To visit.
To visit New York, I couldn't live there long term. Too much going on. I know I'm adding more context, but
I'm just not responding.
dude, have you ever been to New York? I love that place.
Don't like it.
But I couldn't live there for 20 years.
I don't like it.
You don't like it? Why?
Concrete everywhere.
Yeah, that's why I said I couldn't live there for 20 years. You just don't even want to be there. You'll never go back.
I would. I'd go back. Like, I've heard it's amazing at Christmas time.
Yeah, I was gonna say you honestly have to go back for Christmas. It's beautiful. New York, Chicago, San Diego, probably my top 3. No context though.
No context taken.
All right, man. Let's talk about our second sponsor of today's episode,
got two
Chip
today?
Tools. Yeah, second sponsor,
Dude.
Chip Tools. Simple tools for anyone. ChipTools.com. ChipTools.com. It's ChipTools.com. Lowest online prices. Ships in 1 day. Lifetime warranty on all ChipTools.com orders. And if you don't know what a chip tool is, this little green circle back here, this thing right here, is a chip tool, and it is a stud finder from ChipTool.com. Easiest stud finder I've ever used. It's how I hung all these beautiful pictures behind me. Makes everything extremely easy. So if you need something hung in your house, go to ChipTools.com and get yourself a stud finder.
Maybe if you had your contractors using that stud finder, they'd be done a little quicker.
You ain't lying. They need a bunch of these things. All right, man. Well, hopefully our listeners enjoyed today's episode by Tubb Street.
Yeah, I think check out probably on the RSP YouTube page. We might drop one on RSP and one on Tubb Street. But stay on your toes on the social media circuit for the 1x22 on Friday.
Are we gonna film the whole
Just a
thing?
little tease. That's what we talked about today.
Yeah. All right.
If you like watching people suffer and not talking, this is for you.
Yeah, the real issue with you hyping that up right now is that this podcast won't be posted for like 2 weeks.
What's our production team doing for 2 weeks? That it takes like.
Well, we just have a couple in the bank.
Why can't we get it out by like Tuesday?
Well, because we have one right now that's gonna go out on Wednesday.
Next Wednesday? We gotta speed this up, dude. Forrest Frank's gonna be on like a world tour by this point.
Oh, all right,
and we gotta get it out. We gotta stay relevant.
All right, we'll have this one out by Wednesday
End of
next week.
End of next week, we'll say. We'll give our production team a little safety net.
Okay.
That's perfect though, because the YouTube videos should be coming out sometime around the same time.
Yeah. Also, what we could do is go live on TikTok while we're doing it, if that's something you're interested in. But we can talk about that in the morning. To all of our listeners and watchers, we love you. We thank you. Leave a comment, like us, subscribe to us.
Yeah, we obviously would love some topics to talk about too. So if there's anything that you want to hear us run our mouths about.
Yeah, ideally you drop a comment or a DM or something and give us something to talk about, and make all your family members and friends subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on TikTok and Instagram.
And when you go to bed, just turn the phone volume all the way down and then hit it on repeat.
Yeah, just let it go.
Just let it go. Leave that Spotify open.
We thank you. We love you. Barrett, good talk, man. I'll see you in the morning.
Good day. Good day.
Good day.
Later, man.
Later.